How to become a nurse in Germany. This has by far been the most requested video on our channel. At Border Plus, we have placed over 200 nurses in Germany. So what I'm about to tell you in this video is the exact process that works. By the end of this video, you will have 100% clarity on how to become a nurse in Germany if you follow these 7 simple steps. So without further ado, let's begin with step number 1. Eligibility. If you have completed GNM or done BSc Nursing and you hold valid registration, you meet the core basic requirement. Now let's address the common doubts that usually come up here. Age is not a strict barrier. There is no official upper limit, but candidates who move further in the process are usually in their 20s or mid-30s because they can complete the process faster. Experience is not mandatory to start. Freshers can begin. But if you have some experience, interviews can get much easier because you are comfortable with real patient situations. GNM and BSc Nursing both are accepted, but your qualification will still be evaluated in Germany. So at this stage, eligibility is not what stops most people, it's the lack of clarity. And once that is clear, the actual process begins, which gets me to step 2, which is German language. Now, Germany entirely operates in German. That includes patient interaction, instructions, documentation, basically everything. For nurses, B1 or B2 level of German is required for both employment and recognition. Most candidates take around 6 to 8 months to get to this level if they follow a clean and structured approach. Now here, a lot of candidates try to study passively, focusing on grammar or trying to memorize answers for exams. That might work for clearing your levels, but it will not help you handle real life scenarios. In interviews, you need to respond in real time. In hospitals, you need to understand accents, instructions, and patient concern as well. At Border Plus, nurses are trained from the basics through our finishing schools across centers in India, where the focus is on speaking, listening, and handling real life patient scenarios. So if you're interested to learn more about this, check the description below to get in touch with us. Now, once your German reaches the expected level, your position in the process changes. You are no longer preparing in isolation, but now you're ready to be evaluated. And once you're ready to be evaluated, the system does not look at your language alone. It looks at your qualification, which gets me to step 3, which is your documents and recognition. This is where your Indian qualification enters the German system. Your documents are structured properly and sent for recognition. And this process is called Anerkennung. The authority compares your qualification and checks if there are any differences. Now, this is where most people get confused. Recognition is not something that happens after you go to Germany. It starts happening before that. And the outcome of this step decides what you need to do in your later stages. If your qualification is equivalent, the remaining procedure is pretty straightforward. But if there are gaps, you will either need to complete an adaptation period or pass a knowledge exam once you're in Germany. And this step also directly affects your timeline. Missing documents, incorrect translation, or incomplete submission can delay your process. So at this point, your German level and your documentation together decide whether you will move ahead smoothly or get stuck. Once your recognition process is underway and your profile is complete, hospitals can now evaluate you and you move to step 4, which is your interview and job offers. Hospitals will review your profile and conduct interviews, which usually happen online. Now, let's be clear about what they're actually checking. They're not testing advanced clinical theory. They are checking if you can understand German in a practical setting, communicate clearly, and respond to basic patient scenarios. This is why your language training directly shows up at this particular stage. If you can communicate with clarity, you move forward. If you cannot, the process then slows down. And once you clear the interview, you receive a job offer. And this is what connects you to a specific hospital in Germany. Once a hospital commits to hiring you, the process shifts from being selected to actually moving there, which gets me to step number 5, which is the visa process. With your job offer, you can apply for the German skilled worker visa. You submit your contract, your recognition status, your language certificates, and other required documents. This step is mostly procedural, but delays can happen if the documents are incomplete or if they are inconsistent. So be careful when you are going for a visa interview because this is a very crucial step. And once your visa is approved, you are cleared to enter Germany as a working professional. After this point, the process is no longer about approvals. It becomes about working inside the system, which gets me to step 6, which is your arrival and initial role. When you reach Germany, you start working with the hospital that hired you. Now, initially, you start working as a nursing assistant. That is not a downgrade, but it is a structured phase while your qualification is being aligned with the recognition process. You're already working, earning, and adapting the working environment. By the way, if you want to know how much you can earn as a nurse in Germany, comment down below and we'll make a dedicated video for this as well. And honestly, this stage exists to bridge the gap between your current qualification and your full registration. and that gap is closed in the final 7th step, which is your license recognition completion. To complete your recognition, you either go through an adaptation period or pass a knowledge exam called Kennis Perform. And once this is cleared, your qualification is officially recognized in Germany. You move from an assistant role to a fully recognized nurse now. And at this point, there are no pending conditions that are left for your nursing career in Germany. Your salary and responsibilities, both of them increase when you're registered, but more than that, your position becomes stable with the system. And now you are fully a part of the German healthcare workforce. So that was it in this video. I hope you found some value out of it. If you follow all of these steps in the correct order, the process is structured and predictable. But if you get the order wrong, then the delay starts compounding. So if you want exact guidance on each of these steps, feel free to reach out to us at Border Plus. We are always here to help nurses like you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to Border Plus for more such content on nursing. That's it from my side. See you in the next one.